Here's what I want you to feel right now. The energy that I want you to feel is the best, the greatest energy feeling that you will ever receive is when you're helping another person.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, and what you're doing right now with this radio, with this live show, I want you to feel that energy of how this is going to go out and reach people across the globe. How does that feel?
It feels great.
It's better than any gift in the world.
Right.
I mean, when you like just the old cliche, helping the old lady across the street, afterwards you get a high, you get a spiritual high. You're like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
And, but there's also security. You know, we're not looking for abundance, and abundance is great. You know, say you become a millionaire tomorrow, because you've lost everything and you understand that feeling that helping people is the most important feeling, you will not abuse that finance. You will not abuse that gift.
Right.
And Hugh, you've seen this too. Like when people finally manifest and they get that gift, they change. That source, money, energy source will come in and it will change those people and change them and turn them. It will expose all the darkness in you if you're not prepared.
Yeah.
And it will destroy you as fast as you got it. So in this transition that all of us light workers are going through, if we understand that love of self and helping others is the most important goal and the greatest feeling, and that material objects don't mean anything, and if we stay in that place, then we will be bestowed these blessings. We will have those manifestations come to real. And when they come to real, we'll be able to enjoy them. And here's what we're really searching for: security.
Right.
You know, how many times did people say, if I won the lottery, I would just collect the interest off of it and live for the rest of my life? Most people, that's BS. They're going to go, and the next thing you know, they're buying a yacht and they're buying this, and they don't know what the dock fees are, and then boom, they wind up killing themselves because they went from being a super millionaire in a matter of years to destitute, and they can't handle that. The challenge here is for all these innocent light workers that just give everything away because we don't want to deal with money. Any angelic being or any person who's a star seed from another planet, balancing finances is just really not part of the game. It's our minds are in, like, how do we change the universe? How do we help people? And we look at like IRS documents and go, what the heck is that? You know, I mean, this is Chinese to me. And so what I think that the challenge here is to, number one, how are you going to manifest if you're not clear of negative spirits and demons? How are you going to manifest if you haven't conquered the inner demon? How are you going to manifest if you haven't gotten rid of the negative emotions from a past life or a current life? How are you going to actually, and when you do manifest, how are you going to operate at your 100% higher self if those things are still attached to you? How are you going to operate with those manifestations if you're not doing the work of loving yourself every day?
Yeah. How are you going to get love from somebody else if you don't love yourself?
And you know what? People used to tell me, Greg, do you love yourself? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What does that mean? Like, what the frick? Like, I'd be like, oh my God. Like, if I hear this one more time, I'm going to freak out.
Right.
And then I was given a gift of like one of those Matt Kahn videos that said, you know, lay in your bed. Like he said, people are alone, but they're not with themselves.
Right.
And to be with yourself is to talk to your heart. So I laid down in bed and I said, man, you know, Greg, I am so sorry for the past few years with all the confusion and all the things in my life. And what I was really apologizing for was the fact that my ego was doing a darn good job of trying to keep me alive.
Yeah.
But failing because the ego is not, if the ego's leading, it'll keep you alive, but you'll suffer.
Right.
And then I said to my heart, hey, heart, I don't know how to love you. Can you show me? And so now when I wake up every day, if something comes like a financial issue or a trouble, any type of thing that comes around, look, I'm human. I have a level of panic. If I stand up here and said I was perfect, I mean, I'll just turn off the computer now. But the truth is, I suffer everything that everybody suffers. But the thing I know now is, wait a second. I remember, hey, wait a second. I'm a beautiful angelic being of light. I'm not the person I used to be. The person I am now is wonderful, beautiful, sharing, caring, loving, and everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And relaxed. That's the place that we want to be in. Open up the doors. Now, interestingly enough, yesterday, I've had some blocks for like sculpture projects and things like that. The seeds are planted, but there's something blocking them from coming to happen. So I saw this force field around me with these little holes, and they had like shredding teeth.
Right.
And if you put your finger in it, these teeth would like close down on it, right? And I know that I was told by my intuition that anything that has to do with financial blocks or project blocks, I can't remove myself. It has to be done by another. And this is where high level of spirituality comes in and understanding intuition. So I called one of my friends, Robin, who's a wonderful shaman, and she said, listen, send out love energy to that device. Send out love energy to anybody you think is blocking you. And what happened is that love energy repelled off of them and came back to me.
Yep.
And she goes, oh, they're not able to accept it. And as that happened, I saw this force field around me start to open up. Like, imagine like a piece of paper with flames burning it.
Yep.
I started to see those openings. And then I got in the car immediately, and I drove to the store, and I was just like, because I like to just drive sometimes. And I came back and I saw a rainbow. And I said, there it is. So I asked the rainbow energy to come into my heart. And then I said, I'm going to send out that rainbow energy out. And it dissipated the whole barrier.
Right. That's cool.
Some people will be like, well, is this real? Is this not? No, it's real. I see it. It's there. And when you're at a high level of healing and I'll use this word, combating the dark energies, I have to be on top of my game every second. I have to recognize these things and also understand how other people play a role in my healing, in my success. Okay? What does that mean? How many light workers do you know are out there and they're like, I can do this myself? Well, I can clear myself. If I can clear other people, I can clear myself. Well, the challenge is that we have to trust people.
Right.
How many light workers out there have been screwed over time and time again? And they start to go,
probably a lot. Probably a lot of them.
Right. And then they start to go, you know what? Humanity sucks, but I want to help everybody out there. This is like the motto is like, people drive me nuts. I want to be in the middle of nowhere, but at a moment's notice, if somebody needs help, I'm there because I love humanity, but I can't stand them. The truth is, you cannot be successful in life unless you trust.
Right.
And I used to be this spiritual being that would go in the woods and expect to heal myself, or just some wandering monk would come by and take care of me. But the truth is, I have to reach out. So when in a combination of, you come to someone like me, you get cleared of all the negativities, you get cleared of all the demon attacks, you get cleared of all the emotional attachments, all the imagery, everything. How do you maintain that peace? How do you maintain that level of relaxation? When you're stressed out, ground, go outside, put your feet in the grass, touch a tree. If that doesn't work, pick up the phone.
Right.
I've worked with so many light workers across the world that just wanted a friend. Especially like imagine you're in Europe and you're in an agricultural town and you're seeing aliens, and you're seeing dead people, and everybody, almost everybody in that town thinks you're nuts.
Right.
And I say to them, look, get on the web, meet people online, start Facebooking with them, or Skyping, develop a team that you can rely on. And if those people come in and out of your life, don't be upset. When somebody, like, I've had people where for 2 weeks I was going through an emotional battle, and every time I talked to them, I got like a little download, or like one word or one phrase out of like thousands actually helped me and registered. And then all of a sudden they just dropped off the face of the earth. And I could sit there and go, oh my God, where did they go? Is there something wrong with me? No. They came in to serve a purpose and then to leave. So where does this bring us, Hugh? It brings us to go with the flow.
Right.
Go with the flow.